So I would just like to say hello and welcome you into this sacred space that we are co-creating together. It's Julia from Transmissions of Light, and I am delighted to be here with you today and to share in this time with you, in which the beings of Absolute Light are going to be bringing through first just a very short message channeled oracle card reading for the Ascending Collective. And then we'll be opening up to also give mini readings for individuals on the live call. So if you are joining us live and would like to receive such a message, then do put your name in the chat and let me know. And I will also come back to that and refer back to that a few times throughout the video, as I'm aware that, you know, this is only just going out there. People are only just seeing this and so forth. So let me begin with the message that they want to bring through for the Ascending Collective at this time. And they have asked me to draw one card from this Wisdom of the Hidden Realms deck by Colette Baron Reed. My microphone in the process of doing so. So just inviting you to set your intentions for what you want to receive from this reading, as I just let them guide me to the card that they want to bring through for the Ascending Collective today. So they have drawn me to the Gaia's Garden card. And as hopefully you can see, there is a beautiful nymph-like woman or elf-like lady, I want to say. Like she has, to me it seems, aspects of the elemental energy about her, as well as a very strong light presence above her head. And then the words here are fruition, abundance, and reaping what you sow. And the first thing that they are drawing my attention to in terms of the Ascending Collective is this word reaping. And they say this really is a time for just reaping the great just blessings of all the love and light energy that we have been really planting into the planet, seeding into the planet, bringing into integration within us, allowing more and more of what is not that to be let go by us, so that we do become a clearer and purer vessel for holding more love energy, more light energy, more of that frequency of peace, more of the frequency of joy, and just allowing more of those denser energies, denser vibrational frequencies to just be sluiced off us. And that all of that work that we have done on ourselves as the Ascending Collective to bring ourselves into that higher vibrational frequency, you know, this is the part where we really get to experience more of the higher frequency realities that we have been, you know, just longing for, really holding a very high intention and desire for their coming into physical, and for that being the Gaia and the creation of Gaia and us as humans with Gaia that we get to see, and that we are really moving into the times when that is going to become very clearly not just visible, just like so apparent that we can't walk past it. It's like a tree in front of us that we would bump up into. So it is going to become more and more obvious that we are living in higher dimensional frequencies, higher dimensional realities, more of the other dimensions, the other realms, beings from the other dimensions and realms are going to be coming in and interacting with us, they say. And we are just going to have a greater sense of the peace, the joy, the calm, that sense that all is unfolding in the way that the divine has ordained it to be, and a great sense of well-being is going to start to come over us as we see clear evidence within physical of the higher dimensions becoming more and more apparent, is what they are saying. We have to look forward to over the next 2 years, with this being particularly accelerated in the last 2 months of this year. So that is through November and December of 2024, and then in the spring also of next year. They are saying March through June. So that's a beautiful message that they have brought through. The other thing that they are really drawing my attention to here is the presence of animals. There is actually an actual creature here, animal creature here in the form of a rabbit, and then this lady is wearing like ram's horns, either as a headdress or her hair is designed to look like that. And they're saying that there's going to be a much greater sense of the unity with all beings, all life, and we are going to stop seeing ourselves as somehow raised above other life forms inhabiting the planet, and much more take on the responsibility of living in a very harmonious way with other forms of life on the planet, in ways that support the well-being of the whole, and not just the humans here. So that is what they want to share from this card. And as there doesn't seem to be, we have got one viewer has just come on, and so I will just say again that if you would like a mini individual card reading, do feel free to put your full name in the chat there. But as until now, there hasn't been anywhere on the live. They've asked me to go ahead and pull another card for the Ascending Collective. So that is what I will do first. And this they have asked me to share from the Sacred Light Oracle by Anna Stark deck. They are actually asking me now to draw two. Tanya, lovely to see you here. I'll get to you very soon after we just finish another card, or two cards actually. It's now become for the Ascending Collective. Okay, so first this Divine Creation card. As you can see, there's a beautiful, she's like a temple dancer, and she's got like the wings, very Egyptian theme to these wings coming out of her back. What looks like sacred geometry behind her, and then the words are divine creation, acceptance, personal commitments, and euphoria. And the word that they first want to draw our attention as the Ascending Collective to is the word personal, asking us to very much have an internal focus at this time, checking within to see where our vibration is it aligned with the frequencies that we want to be holding and being in the world at this time. And then also doing our personal work, of course, while they realize that we have done huge amounts of work on ourselves, there is always more that we can be doing to move into a higher vibration of love, to embody more of that love energy in the world. And as that becomes a more stable frequency within us, to then reach out, very much that's what they're encouraging us to do now, is to really reach out in ways that can support our communities, in having even some kind of very slight or very tiny, like dip your toe into kind of interaction with a more right-brained, intuitive way of being that we uniquely hold and are able to both bring through and hold the frequency of, but also, you know, through activities that we might start in our local community, we can support others in coming more into connection with that side of themselves. And as they do, and as they develop that connection to the right brain and to the intuitive self, then becoming much more open to the guidance that they themselves receive from their higher self and their light team. So that is what they want to say with this card to us, the Ascending Collective, at this time. And then the other card that they drew me to, hello Aileen, lovely to have you here as well, thank you, is Lord Melchizedek card. And a very kind of modern representation of the Lord Melchizedek here, and then lots of sacred geometry in the background, holding a beautiful crystal which is just radiating light. Oops. There. And the words are Lord Melchizedek, indecision, ego-based actions and lifestyle change. And then the words that they draw my attention to particularly is first Melchizedek, just letting us knowing that he is really overseeing the way that things are unfolding in the earth realm at this time, and wishes us as the Ascending Collective to know that he is truly very pleased with all the efforts that we are making to really hold those love, light, truth, joy, forgiveness, beauty, play frequencies. Some of us upholding more of some of a particular type than others, but all of us coming into a much more whole embodiment of them all is what he's saying. And so he wants to acknowledge that within us first as the Ascending Collective. And then the other thing that he draws my attention to is the words ego-based. And he is saying that we are just to be observing more, still more than we are, where we are still being in the ego and not coming from the higher self and the higher self's alignment with the higher frequencies of love and forgiveness and peace in particular. Those are the three that he is drawing our attention to. And he knows it is a great work. He wants us to know to really be conscious of ourselves in each moment, and that a lot of the time it will require us until we are really able to hold those frequencies to such an extent that that is all that we are radiating. It will really require us going back and doing repair work in various relationships that we are embodying and so forth. You know, it's okay for us to say, you know, I got it wrong. I didn't do that in the way that I would have ideally wanted to, and can we do it again? And he's encouraging us with the understanding that for us it's a lot more harder to get that distance from our ego in the present moment, and it's much more easier to embody that understanding you know, after a few seconds have gone by or a longer time of period for us to reflect and review. So really encouraging us to be the first one to make that step to create more peace, to create, you know, deeper understanding in our relationships by when we do you know, do things or say things that are not aligned with those frequencies of love and upliftment and peace and joy, you know, to just go and have a chance to do it again, and that it's completely okay for us to do that. We are all like children playing in this playground together, all supporting each other, coming into a more you know, gradually like a teenage embodiment of our light. And so it's okay for us to play together in that playground and say, hey, you know, I didn't want to do it like that, I want to do it again, can we do it again now? And I'm really encouraging us to walk that in our lives in the physical. So that was the Lord Melchizedek card and the messages that came from that. And then I'm going to go into the individual mini readings. And if you are just coming on to the live call, then do please feel free to put your full name in the chat or in the comments if you would like an individual mini card reading. I'm going to begin with Tanya Strauss. Thank you, Tanya. They are asking me to use this same deck, the Sacred Light Oracle. And this is the card that has come through for you. Which is the Energy Medicine card. And it says sensuality, devotion, celestial fertility, and deep rest. And of the words, they want to draw your attention to deep rest, and not just rest in terms of you know, sleeping and giving your physical body that kind of rest, but deep nourishment, like doing things that are nourishing for us can be equally as or even more restful than just going to sleep, they are saying. So allow yourself to do what really gives you joy and makes you just feel really filled up with awe and wonder at the, you know, the beauty of the world, or the beauty of people, or the beauty of art around you, the beauty of nature, the miracle that life is. Anything that makes you, you know, get your creative self into flow. You know, doing activities like that, walking, that are really restful for you and helps you nourish, deeply nourish your spirit and your soul, so that then you can draw sustenance and nourishment from that place and be rested without needing to take extra sleep, if that makes sense, which I hope it does. Then going on to devotion. They say they first really want to uphold you for the devotion that you show in your, not just relationship to, but like day-to-day interactions with your light team, your guides, your higher self. It is truly beautiful to observe, is what they are saying. How much you have such a back and forth communication, which really underlines your devotion to walking the highest path that your soul is choosing in this lifetime. And so because of that commitment on your part to devotion to that path, they just want to, at the end of this mini reading here, to bring through just a hint to support you in aligning still more with that highest path of your soul. And they're saying it is about joy and allowing yourself to be like truly abandoned into what gives you joy. And it is also about just being much more free in your expression of yourself, not holding back or stopping words from coming out of your mouth, or stopping, for example, if you were dancing, stopping certain physical movements, just allowing things to flow in alignment with what feels joyful and uplifted and beautiful and just pure and full of radiance to you, without putting constraints on yourself. That's like our next big step, they are saying, in really letting go of the illusions about who we have been told we are and who we should be and so forth in the world, and just letting yourself be you, feeling free to just be you, and let yourself be loved for that. So I hope that that has been supportive for you. And then I'm just going to take one name that was sent to me in advance by email, and then go on to you, Aileen. So first, I just want to check the name again here. So Carrie Muscovich, this is for you, Carrie Muscovich. And again, they are just asking me to work with the same deck. And this is the card that came through for you, the Angelic Realms. And this card has got so much going on in it that it's kind of hard to describe, but there is a powerful angelic figure in the center, with angelic figures actually to either side, looking like they're more up in the celestial realms here, and sacred geometry behind, feather-like light rays to either side. And then lots of just beautiful animal beings in the front, wolves and horses, with a lot of whiteness there. within the animals as well as in the higher part representing the celestial realms. And the words are angelic realms, a team effort, charity, validation, patience. And the word that they draw my attention to is charity. And they are talking about having greater charity, forgiveness, kindness, compassion with yourself. You are such a beautiful, understanding soul who has such an open-ended, almost everlasting ability to accept others with all of their dimensions, both the ones that are very pleasant to interact with and the ones that are not so pleasant to interact with, they are saying, and yet you are exceptionally critical of and harsh on yourself at times, and they truly want you to stop, because they say you're just such a beautiful angelic light in the world, and they want you to know that and to start to really recognize that within yourself. They are drawing my attention to the angelic figure in the center, and I do get the sense that you are aware that, you know, the angels working very closely with you and around you and supporting you. In particular, Michael, Raphael and Samuel would like to work on a deeper level with you, they are saying, and are delighted to have this opportunity to communicate this with you today, just to, you know, confirm what's coming through for you, they say. And then next they are pointing out this diamond to me. It's kind of hard to see, I guess, like, and I'm really bad at drawing backwards. It then goes up here like this. There's kind of a lot that they are bringing into focus with this, with the first thing just being very similar actually to what they said before, with a slightly different emphasis to it. You know, before they were saying to be very kind and compassionate with yourself as well as others. They're kind of like saying, allow yourself to put yourself into, you know, the framework and the structure that you are creating for your life. So there would be your spiritual work on one of these points, and family and friends on another, and then the other is concerned with, you know, things that need to be done in the world in order for you to survive here. And they would like this fourth point, which is yourself, to have much more emphasis put on it, with you taking much more time to just be with yourself in quietness, in contemplation, just allowing yourself to feel the presence of your team. And then also really allowing yourself to ask for more support from the angels as well is another big reason that this card has come through for you today, they say. So, Carrie, I hope that this was helpful and supportive for you. And thank you for being here too. I know you're listening on replay, but your energy is still with the call. So thank you to you, and also to everyone else listening on replay. Then Aileen, they are actually asking me now to go to the Earth Magic deck for you. Another beautiful deck, this time by Stephen Farmer. So that is Aileen. I've never actually figured out how to pronounce your surname. O'Daly, maybe? You'll have to tell me one of these days. Okay, then they are drawing me to the Wolf card for you. And what a powerful card that is, with those just tremendous, massive mountains in the background, the trees there, and then the wolf just standing very strong, very solid in the foreground. And the word instinct. So that's what they're drawing my attention to first, and are saying to reaffirm to you again that you are so much more in tune with your intuition than you are trusting yourself to be. And when you feel an urge that it's time to start something, to go ahead and do it. You don't need to wait for like extra confirmations, or I mean, if you're unsure, you can check, they say, with a source that you trust, but it's very much a sense of an internal feeling that the time is right and you are ready, and then you kind of talk yourself out of it a bit, they say. And that is one of the ways in which you inadvertently kind of ignore your intuition on making a move on things, because you're not quite confident enough in your ability to be I was going to say hearing it, but you're not really hearing. It's more of a feeling sense, particularly in terms of the timing of things, they're saying. And that's what they wish to draw particular attention to today. And then also they are drawing my attention to like the lake, or it might be a river, but it looks very still at the moment. And they're saying like those still very just peace oriented, very calm waters is what you are like. You're like a soothing, calm balm to the people around you, and a true delightful presence, much more than people actually let you see. Like it's almost a sense that there's some kind of like pride involved there, and they don't quite want you to know quite how just amazing they think you are, and how refreshing your presence is. But your guides and your angels do want you to know that you are genuinely doing very good work, just by being that very stable, calm. People can just know that you are going to be there as a calm, a peaceful, an open-hearted, open-minded friend or family member, for them to bring their whole self to, and be seen in all their aspects, and not need to feel that they are in any kind of way wrong because of that great peace frequency that you hold, and then the embracing that you do. And then they say they're getting to the main reason why they chose this card for you, which is the very strong figure of the wolf here. And they want you to know that you are much stronger than you think you are, that you have so many more resources, like not external resources, internal within you, and that you can get stuff done, like to a huge extent. And they want you to really trust yourself, and to ask yourself, like, if I trusted myself more, what would be the next thing I would do? And then to just try doing it, because that will build the trust in self that they know you are really deserving of, is what they are saying. And that is what they want to share for you. So again, I truly hope that this has been supportive and a blessing for you. And thank you, Tanya, for your comment there. I know, Carrie, you know you're not able to join, which is why you sent your name in advance. Thank you for that. And a really good attempt on the name. Is that Daily? Is that, or Dali? I'll get you to tell me on a video call someday. That's going to be far more successful. Then thank you all of you who have joined us today, whether you are here now or listening later on replay. It's a true joy and a blessing to be here with you all, and to be just creating this time together, just remembering that all that the beings were sharing at the beginning with the the message for the Ascending Collective, and how we truly are embodying much more of that light and love energy than we think we are, and that we are having a really huge impact on the people around us, the planet around us, and then there's still of course always that next level that we can go to. So they are just really encouraging us to take the time that is required for that, and also to allow ourselves to be present and aware enough, if we can't do that in the moment, to then come back and reflect after and repair when necessary. So thank you all. It is a true delight, with much love from my heart to yours. Judah Grief from Transmissions of Light, looking forward to connect with you again soon.